Alongside my partner, Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you look at this Jaguar team. They've been in a great group. Winners of 7 of their last 10 on the year. Josh Lambeau set to go, and we are underway here in Jacksonville. Here comes Nelson. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And the Jags grab it. And he brings this one back. A fumble return for Jacksonville score.
Well, that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble, think you got a chance at a turnover, and instead, not only do you give up the football, you also give up a touchdown as well.
Yeah, you just think to yourself, you've done all the hard work, right? You forced the fumble, but when they didn't come up with it, I think they relaxed a little bit, or maybe lost their focus as well, and it ended up turning out to be a touchdown against them.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and it's now a 7-0 game. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Here's Richie James on the return.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Now a first down throw, Watson.
And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
And, Charles, you think about what this defense has had to prepare for. They're in for a battle. I mean, they're facing a team that is working on a 6-game winning streak.
And that can be intimidating when you think about it in those terms, but I think what they need to do is make some sort of a statement early in this game, whether it's a turnover, a takeaway, a key sack on third.
Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass, followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Agnew now to return.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back.
And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10.
The Jacksonville offense getting ready to begin this first drive, and at the helm, the #1 overall pick back in April, Trevor Lawrence, the rookie out of Clemson. They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
Etienne with it.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down.
Well, these two teams, they met up way back in the season opener. And it was the visiting Jaguars who won that ball game, so they'll look to make it a clean sweep here at home in Jacksonville. On second down, a run with Etienne.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 47.
On third down, Lawrence.
Completing it here to Marvin Jones.
And he will have a Jaguars first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
On first and 10, it's Etienne.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
Here's Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
To the right side to Eric Ebron. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on third down.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Lawrence going to throw again. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins.
And the Texans are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. 3.5 to go, first quarter. To throw again on second down, Watson. Got a man, that's Richie James. They can't tackle him. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds.
And boy, CD, it's one thing to watch a great run, but when it's a great run with broken contact, it's like a cherry on top. That was a nice play.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Back to throw, Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Josh Allen, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, You see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him up to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And Gostkowski's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice win for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
And he is out of bounds here on the return. And a check.
And now some disagreement down on that sideline. The red flag is out, and we're going to get a challenge. So not successful there on the challenge, and he'll have to be careful from here on out because he'll only have 1 challenge remaining.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
And that's a pleasing run there by Travis Etienne, and every time I see him carry it, I think of the word mature. Why? 4 full seasons at Clemson, not something you normally get with a running back. Had almost 5,000 yards rushing, the school record, along with 70 rushing touchdowns. That's both the school record and ACC record. The second running back taken in the draft after Najee Harris from Alabama, number 25 overall. He's now wearing number 1 in the NFL after wearing number 9 at Clemson. He loves those single digits.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Desmond King picks it. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Charles, I'm looking at you, and understandably your mouth is wide open in disbelief. What were they thinking?
That's going to be one of the great mysteries, but I do know this. When they went out on offense, I will guarantee they told them, don't just make anticipatory throws. Make sure you see it before you throw it. Didn't happen here.
Trying to protect that lead, and now they gave it up. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Rookie Trevor Lawrence of the Jaguar offense ready to take over.
Throwing after the interception, Lawrence.
And that's complete to Etienne out of the backfield.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He'll find Etienne out of the backfield.
And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6. 10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports. Throwing again on second down.
Lawrence. He'll find his man, Laviska Shenault.
And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
Lawrence to Shenault for a Jaguar first.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne.
And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward.
And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Now Lawrence. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So chalk that down as an 8-play drive capped with a field goal.
Yeah, as a friend of mine used to say, they were moving and grooving for a while, but they couldn't keep the momentum going enough to get a touchdown out of it.
All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away.
And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Houston's offense taking over again.
And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
On second down now. It's Lindsey, and not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on third down. Here's Watson. Boy, that's a 5-yard loss. Fourth down now.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on third down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Jacksonville set to go again offensively.
And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. Just, I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Second and 10.
Here's Lawrence to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. The Jaguars on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
They'll run with Etienne.
And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
And they'll throw on first down with Lawrence. Connection made with Chenault.
And he's taken down at the 50 after a short gain of 2.
From midfield now, Lawrence.
Ebron caught left side. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. With the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a first down.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Lawrence.
And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
Ross Blacklock
gets him for a loss of 8. What great push up front. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. On fourth down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Back deep, Danny Amendola. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. On first down, it's Watson. Under pressure now, Watson, and down he goes. Josh Allen able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Well, he shot in, CD, like he was out of a cannon from that linebacker position. And even though they had a running back in the backfield, no one could stop him.
Well, you certainly diagnosed that play perfectly because as fast as he got into the backfield, you're exactly right. The running back had no shot to get over and try and protect his quarterback, and a sack resulted.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
We'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And he'll take this up only to about his 18-yard line. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Thomas Morstead now, standing right on his own 5-yard line. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Rookie Trevor Lawrence of the Jaguar offense ready to take over.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 48.
Now Lawrence.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. Well, earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
22 yards on the catch and run, a 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Lawrence going to get this to ETN.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him?
Touchdown, Jaguars! Philip Dorsett, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars have moved out in front. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass his young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed? Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
Here's James.
A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You could never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey.
finding room to the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 11. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Well, that is a running back who was not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him.
Flush to his right. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Deshaun Watson taking it in from 11 yards out.
And the Texans are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half.
Extra point good by Gostkowski. And we are tied here in the second quarter. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. Jamal Agnew now to return it.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Trevor Lawrence and the Jacksonville offense ready to go back to work.
And he had the touchdown on the last drive, also 4 for 4. Very, very effective. What does he need to do to translate that forward into this drive?
Not think that what he saw in coverages last time is exactly what he's going to get again. He's got to play ahead and start.
He's got a man complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one goes for 30 yards.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? Guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field. Pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route, well run, and the football right on the...
And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed.
And the Texans will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
And the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. And we will likely not see another play here as they take the knee and head into the intermission all tied. So thanks to the late touchdown, we now proceed to the start of the second half.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Yeah, Coach, certainly no shortage of action in those first two quarters. Definitely got to work on my touchdown calls, so we'll see how much voice I have left for the second half here.
And he is out of bounds here on the return. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Here's a give to Etienne.
And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Mike 41, we've got a way. Yo, faster!
From the shotgun, Lawrence. And the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole.
Watson on first down. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Here's Watson. There again is Cooks, complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now Watson. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at third down.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
And he'll go down, brought down at the 20-yard line.
Devon Hamilton able to get him down for a loss of 11. And it brings up fourth down. Gostkowski's kick is good. And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the three.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
And they'll run here with ETN.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
77 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down.
A handoff for ETN.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Running out of the gun with ETN. And trying to shake free, but ETN cannot. The defense will stop him short.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on fourth. Dorsett making the catch. Touchdown. Philip Dorsett. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And once again, the Jaguars are back out in front. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. That drive goes 80 yards in 6 plays. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Here comes Nelson.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. Now it's Watson. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. They'll run on first down. Lindsey. And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line.
These two teams, they met earlier in the year in Jacksonville with the Jags coming out on top. So a win here in Jacksonville would give them the season series.
From just shy of midfield, Watson got his man complete over the middle. It's James. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 36. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. On first down, it's Lindsey, and he's got room. Touchdown, Houston.
Phillip Lindsey.
His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Texans have once again taken the lead. Gostkowski with the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. That time a 6-play drive, and it was capped off by a Phillip Lindsey touchdown run. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn into a play action, and throw one deep.
We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Now Etienne.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Rookie quarterback, rookie running back. They team up there to pick up the first.
Here's Lawrence. They'll try and set up the screen to Etienne.
And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. Another first down as he went right back to the same well, this time for 17 yards.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch him drive for what will be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Touchdown, Jaguars! Marvin Jones, his 9th touchdown of the season, and the Jaguars have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Extra point tacked on by Lambo, and that will make this a 4-point game. So that drives 6 plays, 75 yards, and it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
And we see James, he will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25.
And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look.
And as we take a look at the playoff picture, certainly still a lot of jostling to go in these final few weeks. For the moment, they would be a wild card team, far from locked up, but that's why this is exciting. These last few weeks, a lot to play for.
So much to play for, and remember, 7 teams in each conference go to the playoffs instead of 6. And not to mention, remember when the league made that move a few seasons ago to put divisional games at the end of the year? So you get to week 16 and 17, you're playing for playoff spots, and you're playing divisional games. Couldn't be more exciting than that.
He was taken down by Quentin Dunbar. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Watson. Buying time to his left. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 35. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. To throw is Watson. Touchdown, Texans. Brandon Cooks, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Gostkowski the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. The drive summary, 4 plays, 75 yards. And the result, a Houston touchdown. To return, here's Agnew.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. They'll start on the ground. Etienne
looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
looking to throw. Lawrence.
He finds his target, Ebron. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. A gain there of 21 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll run. It's Etienne.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find the hole.
A gain of 28 yards there and give him a 1st down. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. 1st down, and he gets out of bounds.
You have to like the play call because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and incompletions to use the clock.
And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
26 yards.
And they'll go again with Etienne.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9.
120 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
47 is the mic. You ain't going nowhere.
And they'll run with Etienne.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
41's the mic. Check 41. Bandit.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And they're knocking on the door. 2nd and goal now in a 1-score game. 2nd down and goal.
Lawrence. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. The linebacker, Zach Cunningham, there defensively to make that play. And Lambeau will put this one through. And we are all tied here in the final stages.
Well, we knew this had the potential to be a tight game, but with less than 3 minutes to play, couldn't be any tighter. We're all tied.
All locked up, right? And this next drive is going to tell us everything we need to know about this game because I want to see how they come out with the football. Are they going to be aggressive and attack downfield? You still got the 2-minute warning to come up? Are they going to be conservative and try and hold on and maybe just get to overtime?
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is it just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Pass complete from Watson to Akins. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. It's hurry-up mode time for the Texans, hustling up to the line. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Here's Thomas Morstead now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
Now Etienne to start the drive. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Lawrence will throw. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You have to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this 4th quarter. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. Pass complete to Ebron. And he will get out of bounds to stop the clock as he picks up maybe 8, and that's all. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go. The way he's thrown the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions, and that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now Lawrence. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a 1st down.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Here's Etienne.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now here's a timeout, as they will indeed call it with 5 seconds to go and a chance with a field goal to win the game. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. And he missed it. It's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th.
Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
To throw, Watson.
Now he's going to go up top over the middle. And that is incomplete. And we've got free football. 4 quarters done, and we're dead even. We'll have overtime after this timeout. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
And he is out of bounds here on the return.
Let's go.
Jacksonville back on offense and ready to take over.
They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny now. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down. Now a first throw here in overtime. And he's got his big tight end here. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. So 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 42-yard line.
Now Lawrence to throw. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Lawrence.
Caught on the right side by Dorsett. And he's going to get this inside the 30. The catch and run there, good for 16 in the first.
Brandon, that's a huge completion there. That puts them in field goal range, but let's face it, they don't want 3 here. They want 6. With these overtime rules, a touchdown finishes it off.
Yeah, looking to win it right away. Good to know, though, that they have 3 in their back pocket if they need it. And he'll give it here to his running back. Down right around the 25. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here's Lawrence to throw. He'll drop this one off with Etienne.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Good work after the catch. Gets him 15 and a first down. He's padding his already great numbers here in overtime. More importantly, though, moving his guys downfield.
And I think that's exactly what's going through his head right now. Moving them downfield, putting them in a position to win the game. The stats, that's for the fantasy guys. I know they're enjoying that show.
And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
6-yard line.
Lawrence with the handoff to Robinson.
And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Call it a 1-yard gain on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Now Lawrence.
Oh, and it's intercepted.
Read it well, and it's picked. And the Texans are going to have it with a chance to win the game here in overtime.
We know there's already a spotlight on this rookie quarterback, an even bigger spotlight here in overtime in this game, a costly pick.
No doubt about that, but here's the key. Game's not over. He may very well get another shot at this thing, so now he's got to go to the sideline, hope his defense picks him up, and be ready to go back out there and maybe make a similar throw, hopefully successfully the next time.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey.
And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up 1st downs.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Oh, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack.
And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. ETN with it.
And he's into the end zone for the touchdown and the game winner in OT. We needed extra time to decide this one. The rushing score and OT finishes it off. But all throughout, really just a great game to witness.
I agree, and the whole time.
I'm ready for more. You fired up, I'm fired up. Don't run from rap. 1, 2, 3. Hey. I'm ready for more. Tell them I'm ready for more. Game time. I'm ready for war. Tell them I'm ready for war. I just got 20, I'm running on empty. The moment that came from my money is silly. I feel like envy, not trying to be friendly. It is what it is, if you want me, come get me. Whenever you ready, no, I keep it steady. Yeah, I get the W, don't even fail. Please do not tempt me, don't hold it against me. We about that action, don't ever forget it. The Army, the Navy. I call a play, I'ma score like I'm Brady. The title is mine, if you want it, come take it. I'm ready for more.